Why you should never restring your racket. That's right. You heard that correctly. Never restring your racket. For most people, they should go through this process of never restringing their racket. And you got to go back to when you're a kid. If you're a kid playing tennis, like just a beginner, just picking up the racket, you could care less what kind of strings or what racket you're using. And that's how you want to be when you're playing tennis. And look, if you're not there, if you don't feel like you are like me, I feel like at this point in my tennis, I can restring my racket. I can pick pick the strings I want, play with them, etc. Play with the racket's weight, whatnot. But most people playing tennis, look, I've been playing tennis for 30 years. 30 years. I coached for 10 years, almost 10 years full time. I played a lot of tennis. But look, if you're out there and you're not really there, you're not really at that point, and maybe you'll never get to that point. Going through this process is going to help you because it's going to get your mind off of the racket. Most people are using this racket and these strings as excuses for how they're playing, and you don't want to do that. I mean, truth be told, I've been playing. I picked up this racket, okay, back in January 2024. Today it's October 15th, 2024. Almost a year. I picked up three of these. It's got strung with RPM. I have no idea how. It wasn't a fresh string job. I have no idea how long this person played with these strings, nor do I care. And I've been using these three rackets. Actually, I've only been using two of them. Almost a year, playing once or twice a week. And yeah, could I restring my racket? I probably will, but I don't care. I don't care because this is going to make me a better player. It's not a big deal. And for most of you out there watching, I would recommend, as someone who's not selling you tennis strings, don't worry about your tennis strings. Don't use that as an excuse. Don't restring your racket. Restring your racket once a year. Restring your racket when the strings break. When you get to a point where you're a serious tennis player, which you probably won't ever get to, then you can restring your racket or maybe care about restringing your racket. But even if you are going to restring a racket, just do it because it needs to be done once in a while. It's don't worry about the tension. Don't worry about how it plays, this and that. You're actually making your tennis worse.